Today is another day of my trading marathon. My goal is to turn $100 into more than $100,000 in just 73 days. And the most interesting part is, I'm not planning to take huge risks or try to flip the account in one day. My goal is to consistently grow the balance by around 10% per day. That's the power of compound interest. Even small daily growth can turn into a huge result over time. Every single day, I'll show all my trades, my current balance, and the entire journey with no cuts and nothing hidden. Let's see if discipline, risk management, and signals from the Elite Signals trading bot can really turn this deposit into a six-figure balance. Let's begin.
If everything goes according to plan, today should be the final trading day of the first week of this challenge. According to my risk management table, the target balance by the end of today's session is $161. The entire challenge is built around one simple idea: growing the account by roughly 10% each trading day. It doesn't sound like much at first, but that's exactly what makes this experiment interesting. Small gains may look insignificant in the beginning, but over time compound growth can completely change the numbers. So far, everything has been moving according to the original plan, and today's goal is simply to complete another step and finish the first trading week on target. Let's see how it goes. Over the past week, quite a few people have already messaged me about this challenge. Some are simply following the results day by day. Others are watching the table and seeing how closely I'm sticking to the plan. And some have already started comparing their own results with mine. What's interesting is that we're still only at the very beginning of this journey. There are still many trading days ahead, and honestly, I'm curious myself to see what this experiment will look like in a month or two. There's another thing people rarely talk about. Most people only focus on the final result, but very few pay attention to the process behind that result. Everyone wants to see the final number, but not everyone is willing to show up day after day and stick to the same plan. That's one of the reasons I like the format of this challenge. It's not just about watching the balance grow. It's about watching the entire process unfold. The wins, the losses, the good days and the difficult ones. Because in the end, those small moments are exactly what create the result over the long run. So guys, the balance is now $162. And if I'm not mistaken, we've completed today's target. So I'm marking this day in the table and we can officially wrap up the first trading week of the challenge. Honestly, everything is unfolding pretty much the way I planned it from the very beginning. The numbers may not look huge right now, but that's not really the point of this experiment. The goal isn't to make everything happen overnight. The goal is to stay consistent, follow the risk management plan, and stick to the system day after day. That's how any meaningful result is built over time. There's still a very long road ahead, so this is definitely not the time to get comfortable. Next week we'll continue the challenge and see how far this journey can really go. If you're enjoying this experiment, make sure to subscribe and follow the series. I have a feeling the most interesting part is still ahead of us.